Ladies and gentlemen, Titanx entering the Matrix. The Matrix. The Matrix. So shout out to the Titanx ecosystem. And yo, look at how beautiful Titanx Hub is looking. This thing is looking excellent. Look, key upcoming events. You got Phoenix right here, launch and pass, right? Matrix launched on the 17th. I didn't get I haven't been really been tapped into the Titanx ecosystem because I know that it needed to go through a choppy period for a little while. And one of my anticipated projects that I'm looking forward to is the Ouroboros and their stablecoin launching soon, right? Within a couple of days to a week or 2 weeks or so. So, but I was definitely looking forward to Matrix, at least to doing a review for it. Because I appreciate Mike Dean, and I know that he's a very smart developer also. You know, all the best devs, you know, you gotta follow these guys, right? So all right, Titanx Hub looking good. If you guys haven't seen it, you got the Titanx bubbles. Look at all the bottles shining, shining. You know, doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? This was one of the best plays that I did in Titanx, as far as like invested amount plus the return and how fast it came back around. So definitely did well. But yo, the bubbles are looking good. So I'm appreciating that. All right, let's enter the Matrix. The Matrix. The Matrix. So this is the Matrix. So I haven't even looked at it. So we're gonna look at it now. So it's an auction-based system. I believe that it's a 28-day auction system. And look, you got the different Matrix. All right, we gotta read the docs. So let's see. I just want to go through it real quick. Okay, auction day 4. So, and it ends in 28 days. ROI is currently 143%. So just a general idea. It's a fair distribution. This is most likely what it's going to be, right? But of course, the way that they're going to distribute the tokens is going to be a certain way. So the way that these auction style platforms work, every day there's an incentive to enter the auction. And since it's 28 days, there's a distribution of tokens happening on all 28 days. So each day there's X amount of tokens coming out. So today is 100 million, for example, right? So naturally, since it's an auction, you're bidding on those tokens, and currently the ROI is 142% based on how many tokens you put in there. So this ROI is going to fluctuate. It could be greater, it could be less than, based on, you know, how many participants are entering into the auction that day and how much capital you put in versus others. That's a simple explanation of how this works. So you could end up claiming your tokens. I'm not sure if they have a vesting period. We're going to look at all those other details. But you could claim your tokens and then you can sell them, or you could wait. And you know, these auction-based platforms in Titanx ecosystem have buy and burn mechanisms. So you have this buy and burn mechanism here. So we're gonna look at like how they're structuring, or how Matrix is structuring all of those other details. So all right, it's just straight bread and butter here, right? Good. PUMPAMENTALS, cap supply, and a deflationary token, bullish. Buy and burn, sustainable due to hyper payouts. Oh yeah, this is a build on Hyper protocol. So Hyper is currently, I think it's the only at the moment protocol that you can enter it with ETH. So essentially, this is going to complement Hyper. This is going to make Hyper deflationary. And by making Hyper deflationary, it's going to incentivize Hyper to go up in value for its ROI to increase. and then it's going to start another flywheel. Hyper is the only also mining protocol in the Titanx ecosystem that had more than one cycle. And what I mean by that is this. Let's go to it. Let's go to it. Hyper. Let's go hyper Titanx. So, alright. Wait, what? Oh, I was bugging. So check this out. So hyper, when it first started, it was paying out thousands of a percent. So of course, token price is gonna go down. Then after a little while, the mechanics played out, the buy and burn of hyper played out, and then it was able to pump. And then during this period, it was profitable to mine again. So it went from a profitable period of mining to a not profitable period of mining to back again another profitable period of mining. So with Matrix, this is going to potentially allow hyper to again, or to speed up the process, because it's naturally encoded in this, but it's going to speed up the process to get hyper to be a positive ROI, essentially, in my opinion. And that's going to start the flywheel again of ETH coming in. And, you know, anytime you have ETH coming into the protocol, it's going to be good for the whole ecosystem, because the ETH then later on buys and burns Titanx. So Matrix is a net positive in general. All right. Buy and burn, sustainable due to hyper payouts. Oh, yeah. That's another thing. I believe that Matrix is going to stake so that way it can earn these payouts. Let's see though. 28-day auction, 80% of the supply in the first 8 days. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That part I didn't know. So the 80% of the supply is in the first 8 days. So, you know, aping, we're on day, I gotta ape into this. I didn't realize that. I thought we had time, but we don't. So, I mean, we do have time, because you're still gonna be profitable later on. But, you know, that's a nice amount of tokens in the first 8 days. So, you know, heads up. So, patience incentive pool for long-term believers. Interesting. I see where he got that idea from. Matrix is a cap supply. Hyper deflationary token built to enhance hyper, and benefit both the hyper systems and Matrix holders. The protocol was designed with 3 core principles: cap supply with buy and burn, long-term holder value through patience incentive pool, and sustainable foundation to build upon. Matrix Vault accepts hyper. Oh, that's dope. Titanx and ETH. So you could go in this with ETH as well. That's cool. I like that idea. The protocol features a distinctive. Every protocol should be like that. It should just, you know, have a zap function and then let the swap, you know, do its thing. You know what I'm saying? The protocol features a distinctive 28-day auction system, 80% of the supply distributed in the first 8 days, designed to establish strong liquidity while maintaining sustained engagement. Matrix accepts both Titanx and ETH during this auction period, so ensuring broad accessibility for all participants. The ETH will buy Titanx automatically. Okay, great. So Matrix token distribution. Matrix has a fixed maximum supply of 1 billion tokens, establishing a hard cap that will never be exceeded. The entire supply is distributed through the strategic 28-day auction design to optimize initial liquidity and long-term engagement. So users can participate in the auction through 2 entry points: direct Titanx or ETH. So the ETH ends up buying Titanx. And phase one, first 8 days, 800 million tokens, concentrated distribution period designed to establish strong initial liquidity, prime positioning for patients, incentive pool rewards. Phase two, 180 million tokens, 18% of the supply, 9 million on day 9 and onwards to 28. Even daily distribution, maintain sustained engagement, still eligible for patient incentive pool. So what is this patient incentive mechanism? 5% of all matrix tokens acquired through buy and burn feed into the patient's incentive pool. Oh, okay. Only auction participants. So, okay, matrix tokens acquired through buy and burn. So the Titanx that's going in is buying matrix, and 5% of that bought matrix token is going into the patient incentive pool. Only auction participants within 28-day period are eligible. Okay, for that pool. Continuous pool growth through ongoing buy and burn operations. So daily allocations increase over time. Exponential growth phase begins after 88 days. Early participants, especially in the first 8 days, can secure larger potential shares. Later participants can earn substantial rewards through longer holding periods. So how do you participate in that though? How do you participate in that pool? Where is it? Is it here? Active claim. Today's patience pool allocation. A little something there. Stake management. Claim hyper. Buy hyper with Titanx for the matrix vault. Alright, let's keep reading. Brain burn. Yeah, let's keep reading. Okay, users can claim the tokens from the patient's reward pool. Users who remain in the pool gain a larger portion of the rewards over time. How do you get in the pool? Where's the pool? That's what I want to know. Matrix hyper staking strategy. To understand matrix strategy, let's first explain how hyper staking system works. So staking periods range from 28 to 3,500 days. Payout cycles 98 and 369 days. So that's in the hyper protocol right here, right? This is the staking. So bonuses for longer stakes, longer pays more. Payouts based on share total. Boom. Okay. Matrix will maximize its staking position by staking hyper it buys for the maximum duration of 3,500 days. When this initial staking period ends after 3,500 days, the hyper will be immediately restaked for another maximum term. This perpetual max staking strategy aims to continuously optimize returns from hyper staking system, potentially benefiting matrix token holders through sustained buybacks and compounding staking rewards over the long term. So 48% of hyper payouts on payout days 98 and 369 will go into matrix buy and burn, while the other 48 will be permanently staked in the matrix vault. 4% goes to Genesis. The mechanism ensures that matrix vault maintains its position in the hyper staking pool. So this is the distribution of Titanx. 80% buys hyper, 50% to buy and burn, 50% to be staked. 4% goes to Dragon X and Phoenix, and 8% to Liquidity Wallet, and 8% to Genesis. So this is the patience pool. The patience incentive pool continuously funded by 5% of all tokens acquired through the buy and burn. When you participate in the auction, you're automatically eligible for the patience incentive system. When you participate in a 24-hour auction by making a deposit, you can claim your tokens at auction end or choose to wait longer for potential rewards. So the reward system uses a daily allocation mechanism with key components. Each day has an allocation, daily allocation, your share. The allocation rate follows a strategic pattern, and it begins quite low and increases gradually for the first 88 days. So this increasing rate combines with the growing pool size, which continuously accumulates 5% of all buy and burn tokens. So your potential reward grow in 3 ways: through increasing daily allocation rate, the expanding pool size from buy and burn, the relative share of the pool, and users claiming their tokens from the patient's reward pool. Users who remain in the pool gain larger portion of the rewards over time. Alright, I mean, we get it. I just don't understand. The only thing I don't understand yet, since I haven't seen it, but it's probably very simple, is how do you participate in the patient's reward pool? Where? Where? Is it here? Stake management? Maybe. Right? I don't know. But I like what I see. First 8 days, I'm trying to ape. Yeah, looks good. So shout out to the Matrix. So the review looking good. It definitely looks bullish, and yeah, man, I'm looking forward to getting a nice position within the first 8 days at least, right? At least. What I do like about these auction platforms is that there's an opportunity every day. There's always an ROI. You know, you claim the next day, whatever, and you know, there's nice profits to be made, especially during the auction phase. So, you know, it's always a win-win with that, you know. Then you have some people who want to play the longer game and play the higher ROI game, so they're going to hold. Short-term players, they might want to ROI sooner. So there's a lot of opportunity both ways that you can play it. That's just my opinion. Of course, guys, nothing is financial advice. I'm not telling you that you should ape into this platform. It's just looking cool. I like it. I like Titanx ecosystem in general. To me, it's bullish. And, you know, Titanx is holding up very well. It survived the dip that we saw with Bitcoin and Ethereum very well. And it's looking pretty positive to me, in my opinion, for the ecosystem, baby. All right? So shout out to Matrix. Shout out to Mike Dean. Put in that work.